toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He'll try it again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snags it over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Traore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Penn State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Complete to the right. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Traore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Right back to the well. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Weeks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Weeks. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Toure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, Dave. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Maryland. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's first and 20. Wants to keep it in the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Quick step and go.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Landry. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Nittany Lions are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's complete on the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Penn State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Dances away. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Maryland. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now first and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you built some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Weeks. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Complete to the left. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turay. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Boone. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
With the catch, it's Boone.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thompson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Flushed out of the pocket. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
He'll set up to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Give to the running back. Oh, what a move to get room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Boone. After 45 on its way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Bunch of grease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Toure. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Caught behind the line. It's Weeks. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Here we go. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Maryland. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Makes the grab on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Maryland. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Mississippi State. Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Mississippi State, 27.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Traore. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll move the tight end to the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Maryland. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.